What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of my Pentagon / Hexagon series, where today Valencia are going to be taking on AC Milan in the first knockout round of the UEFA Champions League. Definitely one of the tougher draws that we could have had. I would have more liked to have faced Napoli, but we'll take it in stride and see exactly how we get along with this. I don't expect to win the Champions League in the first season. That's just unrealistic expectations. But we'll give it a go and see where we move on from this. And not for nothing, but AC Milan are actually managerless going into this game. So we'll see how the players react. We'll see if any of the tactical changes that they make will be affected. But like I said, take it in stride and see what happens. A lot of things have happened since our last live com. It's been over 2 months since that last time out, and I've made a lot of changes to the roster. A lot of matches have taken place. Let's take a look at some of the transfers in and out. There's been a lot of loans coming out and a few loans coming in. No full transfers or anything, just a lot of loans. And actually, one loan to replace Manuel Almeida is Dani Carvajal. Dani Carvajal being a right back coming in from Chelsea, 34 years old. Yes, he's a little lacking on the pace, but his defensive stats cannot be beaten, especially by Manuel Almeida. Dani Carvajal coming in with a 17 marking and 13 in tackling. A little less on the technique than I would have liked, but great mentals. He's starting to lack a little bit in pace and speed, 13 on pace, 14 acceleration, but that's not taken away from the fact that he's done well for us in the last 3 matches that I brought him in. So definitely not a bad pickup for the rest of the season, but he's only going to be used for the rest of the league. He cannot be registered for the Champions League, sadly. I would have liked to have had him there, but we'll make do with Patrick Ryman. The other loanee that's come in and has stayed since Ortega was immediately transferred back, since I did not need him in the end, was Alen Halilovic. Now, this name may be very familiar to some of you guys, Alen Halilovic being a Barcelona man in the very start of the series, and the very start of the game. He is now at Manchester City at 29 years old, and we are loaning him in because, well, he has not fared very well since joining Man City, and actually has not fared very well throughout this entire series. As you can see, he's only made double-digit appearances once at Barcelona, and at Man City he has just been underused and hasn't performed very well. As you can see, his most appearances was 2 years ago. 4 appearances there, 1 goal, but only a 6.45 average rating. As you can see, we loaned him in for a monthly fee of £82,000, and already in the 3 matches that he's had, he's made a direct impact, getting 2 assists and an average rating of 6.85. So hopefully he can start helping us out a little more in the league. But once again, same with Dani Carvajal, he cannot play in the Champions League, and that's going to hurt us ultimately in the end. Now, as I said, there has been a lot of movement and a lot of matches played since our last live com of Monaco. We have played in 10 league matches and 5 cup matches, so there's a lot to go around. In the league, we have played 10 matches. As I said, we won 7 and lost 3, so 21 points, not bad. That puts us in 5th overall in La Liga. 43 points from 25 matches. There's a gigantic gap between us and 4th place Barcelona. That's an 11-point gap, and actually it's an 11-point gap for 4th, but only 13 for 1st. All the top 4 teams are very much fighting it out for the La Liga championship. Real Madrid sitting up top with 56, Atletico Madrid and Athletic Bilbao tied with 55, and of course Barcelona at 54. So 5th place, not all that bad, all things considered. I would like to try and narrow the gap by the end of the season. We still have 13 more matches left to go, but I don't know if 4th place is even feasible at this point. Like I said, we can still try, but 5th place, I wouldn't mind 5th place, even if it means a Europa League spot. But getting back to La Liga and some of the La Liga results, we had Valladolid right after our Champions League match against Monaco. We defeated them 3-1. Then we had a 3-1 victory over Real Betis. 4-1 against Granada away, both of these away. We then destroyed Deportivo La Corona 6-2 at home. Actually, yeah, I was going to say a couple of players in here coming up from the reserve side and helping out, like Nestor Silva, like Jom Cuevas, who are young strikers, young up-and-coming strikers that don't cost a lot, can definitely help out on the on my wage budget, because I was going in the red, and with players like Oriol Romeu and Gerd Albrecht definitely taking up a lot of those, and Lorenzo Leone taking up a lot of that wage budget, I needed to bring up some players just to get back into the black. And Nestor Silva is one of them. Jom Cuevas, definitely another one of those. 22-year-old striker, very pacey, decent attacking. He is definitely my striker for the future if I decide to sell off Gerd, or if I sell off Leone. Definitely can take up the mantle. As you can see, in 5 league matches, he scored 4 goals. He's definitely a striker for the future. Alright, getting back to our La Liga session, that would have been 5 straight La Liga wins up until we faced Athletic Bilbao, and we lost to them 3-2 away from home. We were chasing them the entire match after Wilfred Kaptoum getting ourselves the first goal, but then Athletic just scored 3 unanswered to put the game out of reach. Victor coming back with 1 in the 53rd, putting the score at the final tally of 3-2, but we just could not get anything going afterwards. We then faced off against Rayo 3 times in a row, the second one being the La Liga match, and unfortunately we lost to them 2-0 away from home. Did not want to have 3 straight losses, but going up against Barcelona, it looked like it was definitely going down that road. But for most of the match, it was weather the storm territory. They shot 43 times on us to our 13, and actually the only goal of the match went our way, and it was in an own goal. As you can take a look at this, we actually had a decent attacking movement coming towards the end of the match. We had a nice through ball, Joan Jimenez coming through, Marc-Andre ter Stegen making a great save, but unfortunately the parry went directly into their defender, bounced off of him, and then trickles right across the goal line. So we were very, very lucky to get the victory against Barcelona and to steal 3 points away from them. But in the end, that only put us at 5th place, and we're currently standing there even after the results of our next 3 La Liga matches. We defeated Sevilla 2-1 at home thanks to a very, very late goal by Rodrigo de Paul. We then lost 3-2 at Villarreal. I'd like to say, yeah, we made I forget who made the bad tackle, but we gave up a penalty in the 57th minute, and that was ultimately the deciding goal, since it was knotted up 2-2 at that time. But then we followed that up where we currently stand, a 3-0 victory at home against Getafe. Cuevas, Ortuño, and Rodriguez all getting goals, and definitely helping with our confidence going into this first match against Milan. Now, as I said, we also made it into the quarterfinals of the Copa del Rey. From last episode, we actually defeated Murcia. As you can see, last time I reported, we drew with them only 1-1, but then completely blew them out once we came back home 4-0, De Paul, Inoto, and Rodriguez coming up with goals. We then took on Villarreal in the 5th round of the Copa del Rey, and on aggregate defeated them 5-3, drawing 2-2 away from home in the first leg, and then coming back home and defeating them 3-1, where we would then face off against Rayo. And of course, as you can see, every time we are at home, good things happen, and every time we are away, mild to bad things happen. And that was exactly the case with this. And I find it very interesting that they'd schedule a cup match right around the same team that we were facing them in La Liga. It's happened to me several times before in the Premiership. So it's like, okay, this is exactly how FM does it. Might as well not complain about it. But we defeated Rayo 2-1 at home. Victor getting a brace there, an unfortunate own goal, helping Rayo out in the end. Going away, that away goal didn't really matter much in the end because they did score 3 unanswered as they defeated us 3-1 and ultimately 4-3 on aggregate. Actually, now that I think about it, that own goal did help them in a way because if they didn't get that own goal, we would have advanced due to away goals since it would have been knotted up at 3. Oh well. Now, as I said, we had a lot of squad movement. As you can see, we still have Gerd Albrecht, but Joan Cuevas and Nestor Silva coming up. I want to say someone else came up as well. No, I guess I'm wrong there. But we sent down Lorenzo Leone, we sent down Narvaez, we sent down Tendillo. I had him up for a few times because he was basically used as cover for midfield. And I have actually gotten rid of Oriol Romeu, though it's not showing up on the transfer list. Now, Oriol Romeu was picked up by Giombuk. Okay. I wonder why that didn't come through on the transfer market, because I did sell him, unless they said it sold him on a free. But whatever, yeah, Oriol Romeu's gone because, well, he's just not the same man that started out the season. So he's gone, and whatever. But one more thing before we get into that. Actually, let's go into our squad selection and see how our players have been doing. As you can see, Victor is our #1 guy. Quite honestly, the best player we have out here. 18 goals in 36 matches, 7.22 average rating. Next closest player is Julian Rodriguez, our center back, and that's mostly through penalties, since he is our main penalty taker. Now, I want to get assists in here because we did have one player with a good amount of assists, and that's Jose Luis, our center mid, with 13 assists there. 7.11 average rating. Victor actually getting himself second place along with Fede Cartabia in assists as well with 9. And as far as average rating goes, Joan Cuevas, yeah, he's only played 5 matches. Nestor Silva's only played 3. So the legitimate average rating leader for the team would have to be Jose Luis Gaya with a 7.32 through 29 matches. Not bad at all. And it's, like I said, especially seeing in 5th place, definitely needed. Actually, not needed per se, but definitely very helpful that a lot of players are contributing. It's not just one guy, it's the entire team. Alright, so let's get on with this match today. We're going to be taking on Milan away from home, so maybe if we pick up a couple away goals, that'll help us out immensely. As you can see, Milan are lining up with a 3-5-2 formation, a very deep 3 back, trying to hold us off as much as possible. We're going to be going with our standard 4-2-3-1. We'll have Mate Delach at back, in net, Ryman, Rodriguez, Ortuño, and Gaya as our flat back 4. Our 2 center mids will be Jose Luis and Wilfred Kaptoum. Our 3 attacking mids will be Cartabia, DePaul, and Inoto. And sitting up front, making a little bit of a return, Demian Rivas is getting the start over Victor, mostly to take Victor off, get him rested up, but mostly to get Demian Rivas back into form. He is my #1 choice striker based off of ability and stats. I want to bring him back into the fold. Victor is nice, and actually he can play out on the left if I need to sub in Inoto. But yeah, I want to get him back into the fold, and hopefully against Milan he can get a goal, maybe 2, and maybe we can get a win. Alright, and we kick off. We're going to be in our traditional white shirts and black shorts, and AC Milan are going to be in their red and black. I'd like to start off this match strong since, like I said before, AC Milan are managerless, so we need to try and impose our will early on. And here we can probably get a goal off the underside of the crossbar. How did that not go in? That should have been an early goal. Sadly, it is not. But here we come again. Gaya into Inoto, centers it. Oh, Ryman just fires it just wide of the post. Another chance wasted. And DePaul and Rivas already feeling a little tired. That's not good for us. Here comes AC Milan. Good block, forces the corner. Whips it in low. Good clearance, though. 20 minutes on. Cartavia about to take a free kick. I'm going to encourage the boys, as I always do around this time. Free kick into the wall. Can he get it first? Yes, he does. Oh, he's tripped up. And now AC Milan could hit us on a counter. That's good tackle and dispossessed by Gaia. They keep the ball. Hopefully we can stop them here. We don't want to give up a goal. Another good tackle. Maybe this could lead something the other way, going against the run of play. DePaul gets it forward to Rivas. Neither of them have done much in this match so far. Hopefully we turn that around. Kaptoum up to Gaia. Need a good passing movement. Need some good crosses in. Oh, keep the ball. Playing through the center. Ooh, DePaul. Great shot by DePaul. Unfortunately, the keeper was right there to pick it up. Gaia sends it out wide to Ryman. Ryman with a shot, and that was just a sailor. Continuously rising. We've definitely had more of the upper hand in this match, except for right now, completely undeserved by Milan as they take the lead 1-0. With the attacking chances that we've had, that should not have happened. But here we come. Cartavia ahead in the middle to Gaia, to DePaul. Oh, what a save by their keeper. Acrobatic. I cannot believe he stopped that. Preventing a goal to knot this up. Okay, here we come again. From a deep throw-in. Kaptoum to DePaul. He needs to find someone in the center. Someone with an open lane. Cartavia with a weak shot, though. And maybe we can get one more attacking chance before halftime. Inoto to Kaptoum. Rivas turns around his defender. What a save. He stabbed that out of the air. It does not look like we're going to get a single goal in this first half. Well, we still have 3 halves to go over the entirety of this leg, so it's not a complete loss. Gaia, we get one more attack. Kaptoum down in the box. Needs to pick out a cross. Inoto back to Kaptoum to DePaul. Another good save. Another good save. What is this keeper doing? He's playing out of his mind. And he did well just to tip that around the post, because that, it looked like it went in the net. But AC Milan holding on to a 1-0 lead at halftime. Everything is going our way except for that unlucky goal and all the unlucky shots. We are pounding Milan right now. 12 shots to their 3. Yes, Dave, all 3 of their shots have been on target, but we need to turn this into some sort of good possession. DePaul keeping it in their attacking zone. Kaptoum, and that ends that attack. I thought that would have ended the highlight, but now Milan coming forward. Just a lot of midfield possession at this point. Cartavia with a free kick on the edge of the box, but that goes sailing over the corner. Tackle him, good tackle. And start playing it, and should we assertively tell them push forward. Need more men forward to get some plays happen. We have not been doing very bad. It's just their keeper has been playing immensely. Oh, and Kaptoum is now injured. And I honestly do not have a single center mid on the bench, so DePaul's got to drop back. DePaul's going to drop back, and I have to play. We'll put Nestor Silva up there. Playing out of position, but he's a striker. He can deal with it. Definitely not ideal now, since DePaul is one of my main playmakers up the middle. Playing him out of position or playing Nestor out of position and DePaul back is definitely not going to help our attacking chances. Maybe if we can keep possession, something, as you can clearly see, are failing to do. Come on, get up on him. He's offside. How is he not offside? Good save. Good save by Delach. But I thought he was offside. Now Milan are coming forward. Oh, good dispossessed by Silva. Throws it forward to Rivas. We got the odd man advantage. Oh, but we couldn't take advantage. Cartabia. Weak shots, man. Silva and Rivas should have just ran forward. They had a 2-on-1 advantage. Silva using his pace to get forward, but could not do anything in the end. Just shot it wide. Okay, Rivas is getting tired. I'll throw Victor up front. He's been doing decent for us. And as far as men in the back, Ortuño's coming out and Corcoles is coming in. At 70 minutes, just need to hold off AC Milan from picking up another goal and hopefully maybe get ourselves a goal. That's not going to do well. Good tackle though. Ryman forward to Silva. He has options in the center but continues to pull it up the wing. Cartabia out to Ryman, get in a decent cross. Cartabia to Silva. Silva back in. Nobody's there. Still throwing it in. Ryman to Cartabia. Men are falling in the box. That's in. Wani Noto picking up all those rebounds. We finally break through, and it's knotted up at 1 apiece in the 72nd minute. Good job, boys. Another deep throw in. Gaia out on the right side when he should be in the left. Player down in the box. Oh, who was that? Victor! Completely fooling the keeper, shooting it under him. Keeper couldn't reach it, and we have a 2-1 lead away from home, boys. With 10 minutes left, let's keep this up. Keep this up. Whoop. Not the button I wanted to click. Oh, don't let them counter. Good tip away by Delach. These 2 away goals are absolutely vital coming back home. AC Milan now throwing men forward. Keep those tackles up. Shoots it wide. Here, Eldon. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. Stay on your feet, please. So with 5 minutes and plus stoppage time left. Get a deep throw in. Gaia into Cartabia. Oh! It got tackled directly to Nestor Silva, and he hits the open net, and that's 3-1 for Valencia. Oh, wow. And already on the tack with one more chance. Cartabia centers it to DePaul, but nobody, no opening there. Kicks it right into a defender. I was going to say, wow, goal, another goal right after that. 2 minutes of stoppage time on the clock. 1 minute has already gone past. This could be the last highlight of the game. But if we end this match as is, a 3-1 scoreline is absolutely immense coming back home. One more attack, throws over the top. Silva gets it to Cartabia, to Jose Luis, trying to play through the center. But with 15 seconds left of this stoppage time, it does not look like there's going to be another goal in this match. A lot of passing movement, playing keep away. And there it is, full time. Valencia coming back after Milan opened up the scoring with 3 goals of their own, and we take a 3-1 lead back home. Those 3 away goals, absolutely vital and absolutely ecstatic with how they played. We doubled up their shots, 22 to 11. 11 of ours were on target to their 8. Majority possession, absolutely awesome to see that happen. And with that in mind, we do have like 4 league matches. We have 4 league matches to go through before we get to our second leg of this first knockout round. So I'll catch you back in a minute. Let me go through those matches first. Alright, we're back for the second leg of this first round knockout stage. Valencia are going to be at home this time, and Milan are going to line up with what looks to be like the flying spaceship. It looks like a 3-5-1-1, some sort of attacking through the middle type of formation. I don't know. What I know is we're going to counter that with our 4-2-3-1, and not a lot of changes from last time. I believe the only change out of all these is going to be who's sitting up front in the striker position. That's going to be João Cuevas instead of Damian Rivas, just to give him a little bit of a run out. Definitely going to try and hope for the best. Maybe he'll get a goal, but we need to hold on to that 2-goal lead. Like I said, 3 away goals definitely helping us. So Milan need to counter with 3 away goals of their own if they want to win. Hopefully it doesn't get to that. Hopefully we will win this time. Let's kick off and see how this second leg turns out. And here we go with the start of the second leg. Of course, we're going to be in our whites once again, and Milan are going to be in their reds. And right away we get off to a little bit of an attack. Ooh, fell right on the edge of the box. I thought there would have been a first-minute penalty. Otavio, however, doing it right into the wall. Ortuño being offside, and that is that. Got to keep the pressure up from the get-go, otherwise Milan are going to start hitting us on a counter, and we're going to be playing from the back foot. We don't want that. Nice through ball to Cuevas. Thought he would have had a goal there. But we keep the ball in the attacking half. DePaul to Cuevas, but taken off of him with ease. It's only been 3.5 minutes into this match, and we've had several attacking chances. Let's keep it up. Ball falls to Ryman. It's to Kaptoum, who's trying to play through the middle. So Luis to Victor. Out to Gaia, who had options, but it was taken away from him. Like I said, we can afford 1 or 2 goals to Milan, but no more than that, as we need to try and take the initiative. Not a lot happening since that initial flurry. DePaul looks a little tired right now. 25 minutes gone, and it looks like Milan are on to their first attack of the game. That was their first shot taken. First shot on target, too, and they get a corner. It was had to be tipped away by Delach. They forced a corner, and now that got looked at. Long ball forward for us. We get the ball back in possession. DePaul tried to find a pass through the middle, but couldn't do anything with it. Oh, we get the ball over the top. Cuevas was onside, turns around the keeper, and that's a goal. 1-0 to Valencia. João Cuevas, nice finishing. And after 27 minutes, we now lead this 4-1 on aggregate. Milan need to get 3 goals now if they want to win. And right now, it does not look like they are in any shape or form willing to get those 3 goals, let alone even 1 goal. As it looks like no manager, it definitely hurts them in the long run. Milan now on the counter, trying to make something happen. Passing out wide. It's very interesting. Ooh, off the crossbar. Very interesting that they played out wide when they have a formation that looks to play predominantly through the center. I guess they're being forced out wide basically because of my wingers. 41 minutes gone. Here we come with another attack. Cartavia. Oh, just making the defense look silly. I thought he would have had a goal there, but it's a corner kick. Header in. Ortuño gets it right to the keeper. And 2 minutes of stoppage time. There's halftime. It's 1-0. And like I said, Milan need 3 goals, and it does not look like that's going to happen. So I'm very pleased with how everything's going. Keep it up. Don't expect much difference in the second half unless Milan just completely go ham and decide to turn it on. Good dispossess off the opening kick. And that's going to lead to a lot of speculation on who we could face in the quarterfinals. I mean, because now there is no country restriction. We may face Barcelona, we may face Real Madrid. And if that's the case, then that's just going to be an absolutely difficult tie. Good steal. Here we come again on a counter. Cuevas coming up the right. He does have someone out. He has Ryman, which apparently did not lead to anything, which is... I don't know why you go all the way to the corner and then not show a goal or anything. Good save by Delach there. But that last highlight's very confusing in that nothing happened from it. But whatever. Just play on. 52 minutes, almost 53 minutes gone. We get a corner. That's cleared away. Could not get it through the defensive line. Milan just having a very feeble attempt. Very feeble attempts at passing, at attacking, at everything, really. Ryman out on the right. Otavia in, just squeaks wide of the post. Otavia with another shot over the crossbar. Tail of the tape for his past few matches. He just can't seem to nail those free kicks down. Otavia with a long free kick forward. He gets it back. Keep the attack going. Was Cuevas onside? He was, but nothing comes of that. Rodriguez on a yellow, it looks like. Cuevas getting it back in. It's clear away. No fouls. Cuevas went down in the box. See a lot of misplaced passes, a lot of bad tackles and missed attacks for Milan, as we are taking advantage of almost every mistake that they come across. With the lead that I have right now, I might as well start making some changes just to get some players rest for the remainder of the league, as well as this competition. That shot sails just wide of the post. Alright, 60 minutes gone. We'll make some subs. Julian Rodriguez is going to come out since he's on a yellow. I don't want to risk any of that. And we're going to bring in Gerd Albrecht in for DePaul, since he has not been playing all that well and he is the lowest on fitness. So like I said, 1 full hour gone, as Milan are still just trying desperately to have some sort of attack. We get the ball back. That didn't last. Oh, could this be the makings? No. Maybe. Ooh. Whistles over the crossbar. Now Milan are having some luck and some chances up in front of net. Ball falls to him, but it's cleared away. Only goes to the halfway mark. Milan has it once again. 65 minutes gone. We have had exactly the same amount of shots on target as they have had shots total. At 8 apiece. We've had 17 total shots. Delach needing a save on that one forces a corner. Gets whipped in, but then headed away. Milan still have the ball. And that ends that attack. We keep coming. We keep up with the attack. Jose Luis gets into Victor. How did he not get a shot off? We keep it. Gaia throws it forward, but nothing comes of that attack. Milan coming forward. Could possibly hit us on a counter, but no, that's just cleared away. A lot of solid defensive play in the back. I really like how this has come forward now as the season has come across. As the defenses start to click, and you see them definitely gelling. Oh, and that's a beautiful ball. Beautiful strike by Cartavia, and that's 2-0 to Valencia, and all but seals Milan's fate at this point. 70 minutes gone by. Milan have yet to have any substantial attack. Here we come again. Nice dispossess. Cuevas coming forward. That ball gets taken away. We keep possession of it. It's just a matter of time when we're going to score next. Gerd. Oh, Gerd firing it well wide of the post. Should make one more sub. I'll let this attack resolve. So Jose Luis. Weak shot. The keeper kept that right away. They're going to put in... Who do I want to put in? That's two center mids. You know what? We'll put Vadillo in there. Just because I can. He is a wide mid, not a center mid. But just to give him some game time, put him in. Cartabia coming through. Jose Luis. Back to Cartabia. Weak shot. Or at least it was a shot on goal. 15 minutes left in this match as we're just winding down our advancement party at this point. As Milan once again on the counter. Throws it forward to Shriver. Shriver's could actually have this, but instead he chips it over the bar. And one of my players goes out. Great, I've used up all 3 subs. So I'm going to have to play with 8. You know what? Drop everyone back. I'm going to put Gerd back there. Because why not? I'm up by 4 on aggregate. Don't really care at this point. Yeah, we get a corner in with 3 minutes and stoppage time left, and they'll force him over the corner. Good header in. That's headed away. Cuevas taken down in the box, no foul. And one of their players is now off injured. 2 minutes of stoppage time have come and gone. With these last 20 seconds, we'll be seeing Valencia advance to the quarterfinals of this Champions League. The very first UEFA Champions League too, so it's really nice to see that I've actually taken this team that had a lot of talent and didn't know if they'd actually, make it past this first round. And like I said before, AC Milan were definitely a draw that looked harder than others on paper, but coming away with 5-1 victory on aggregate is surprising to say the least. We once again doubled their shot totals, 24-12, 12 on target to their 3, majority possession. It was never in doubt, and we move on to the quarterfinals. Looks like Manchester United have gone on as well. We are going to be coming back in just a little bit, and we'll see who is left in this draw, and hopefully we find some teams that are pretty easy. But we won't know until in a little bit. So hold on a second. Alright, and we get to the last part of this episode, the Champions League quarterfinal draw, and let's see who is all in it. Athletic Bilbao, surprisingly, still in this. Inter Milan, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Barcelona is gone. That's a little surprising. FC Bayern's there, Man City is there, and Napoli is there. I still would love to face Napoli. And actually, at this point in time, if I had to pick a Spanish side, Athletic Bilbao would be the one. But let's see how this draw will play out. I'm not getting Napoli. We're going to be facing Real Madrid, and we get the home tie first. So, as I said before, if it was Real Madrid or Barcelona in the league, it was going to be a tough draw, and I don't see us getting past this now. But, we'll do our best and see what happens, maybe even get a goal out of it. But this is going to be a very tough next episode. So until next time, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Comments, suggestions, questions, banter, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.